INTLX Solutions, founded by engineers valued for our expertise.
Today we'll be looking at how to install certificates in an Avaya AES. The process for renewing certificates is similar to installation, with the exception that a TLS and entity profile would already exist in your system manager. This AES was just installed, and includes a default lab use-only certificate as shown here. The process of generating certificates starts in your Avaya System Manager. Navigate to Services, Security, Certificates, then Authority. Today we'll be adding a new certificate profile by selecting Add End Entity. On the Add End Entity screen, choose Inbound/Outbound TLS. For the username, common name, and SAN fields, we'll need the IP address and host name of the AES. Let's head over to the AES to grab this information. The host name and IP address can be obtained here. For ease of identification, I prefer to use the host name as the username. Type in a password, then type the password again to confirm. For the common name, I'll type in the full host name of the AES. I have my lab set up to pre-populate the organizational unit, organization, locality, state, and country. For the DNS name, put in the full host name of the AES. Then for the IP address, type in the IP address of your AES. Lastly, for the token option, choose P12, then add. The top of the screen notes that the end entity was added successfully. We are ready to download our P12 certificate bundle. To begin, choose Public Web. Directly under the Enroll section, you will see the option to create key store. After selecting this, type in the username and password of our end entity, then select OK. For the key length, I chose RSA 2048 bits, then select Enroll. The certificate bundle, as shown in the right corner of my screen, is automatically downloaded to my PC. Next, we'll want to download the System Manager root certificate. If you are renewing your certificates, you can ignore this step, as it's assumed the root certificate was already installed on your AES during deployment. To download the root certificate from this screen, select Fetch CA Certificates. Here we can see our CA certificates. Choose the option to download as PEM. Again, the certificate is automatically downloaded to your PC, as exampled here. We're now ready to install our certificates to the AES. To begin, navigate to Security. Next, choose Certificate Management. Let's start by loading the System Manager root CA certificate by choosing CA Trusted Certificates. Installing the root certificate is easy, simply select Import. Then select Choose File, followed by typing in a certificate alias name. I'll type in SMGRCA, then we will select Apply. A message appears noting that the system must be restarted for this certificate import to take effect. Don't worry, we will deal with this later in the video. After selecting Apply, we can see that the System Manager root certificate was installed successfully. The next step involves installing the AES Identity Certificate. This is done by selecting Server Certificate. Then choose Import. This screen allows us to import our certificate. By selecting Choose File, select your P12 certificate bundle. Ensure Established Chain of Trust is selected. For the certificate alias, I choose the server alias, which applies the certificate to all elements which utilize certificates within the Application Enablement Services server. You are redirected to a password screen. Enter the password used when you created your AES end entity. Then select Apply. You are prompted again that the server needs to be restarted before the new certificates will take effect. Let's take care of that now. Rebooting the AES server is accomplished by navigating to Maintenance. Then choose Service Controller. On the Service Controller screen, choose Restart Linux. A message appears asking you to confirm your choice. Choose Restart again. Let's put up a time to see how long it takes for this AES to reboot. I will note that the data storage on this lab server is made up of 8 2.5-inch SSDs in a RAID 5 array. Your reboot times will vary. Terrific, our web page has come back online, meaning the AES reboot is complete. By clicking on the certificate, Not Secure Connection, in the top left corner, we observe that the system is now presenting a System Manager signed identity certificate, instead of the lab-only certificate we saw earlier. Within the certificate, we validate that the DNS and IP address, SAN information, appear correctly, and that there are no typos. Logging into the AES web page confirms that the web interface displays correctly. From the Communication Manager SAT terminal, executing the status AES services CTI link command shows the link is established between Avaya Communication Manager and our AES. We can also confirm this from the AES by navigating to Status, Status and Control, and finally switch Con Summary. Here, we can observe that our AES is talking to our Avaya Communication Manager.
INTLX Solutions. Empowering people, connecting businesses.